You know, when I'm out of town, I'm governor. When I'm in town, I'm governor.
For the first time, Governor Stitt speaking out about the governor conundrum that led to a delayed state of emergency. You'll remember Senate Pro Tem Greg Treat gave the order on Tuesday, less than an hour after finding out he was acting governor, due to both Stitt and Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell being out of town. Our Jordan Fremstead now with the latest.
I wanted to give everybody an update on the storm damage.
After the storms pass,
Extensive damage over in the northeast part of the state.
the work begins.
About 35,000 Oklahomans are still without power, and so we're trying to get that restored.
When the damage is bad enough, communities rely on Oklahoma government to step in and help.
On Tuesday, we declared an emergency, and that allows us to start accessing some federal funds and do some paperwork.
However, Governor Kevin Stitt was at the Paris Air Show in France last Friday after storms ripped through Tulsa and northeast Oklahoma.
Again, I'm governor. You know, when I'm out of town, I'm governor. When I'm in town.
According to the state constitution, Stitt cannot sign an emergency declaration when he's out of the state.
It just always happens that the governor goes out of town and something happens.
The power fell on Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell, but he was at a conference in Georgia. Senate Pro Tempore Greg Treat signed the declaration on Tuesday after he found out he was acting governor less than an hour before. Century-old language in the Constitution caused confusion in the process.
These things are written in 1907 when there wasn't cell phones, there wasn't the communication there is today, and so the governor would go for a month journey to D.C. on horseback, and so they had to have somebody in the state.
It's 2023.
Pinnell says the process needs an update.
We can communicate a whole lot differently now than we could in 1953. The governor should be able to sign an emergency waiver, emergency declaration, if he or she is across the invisible line.
Technology is a lot better than it was in 1907, but state leaders say it doesn't matter when the law of the land remains the same.
And I believe that is going to change.
Something else to note, Governor Kevin Stitt says there are potentially 10 more counties that could qualify for a disaster declaration. We're at the Capitol this Friday night. For Oklahoma Zone, I'm Jordan Fremstead.